Canadian police found several items on a riverbank that are linked to the teenager suspected of killing a North Carolina woman and her Australian boyfriend, as well as another man, officials say Tuesday. The RCMP said in a statement the items were found along the Nelson River in Manitoba, approximately 9 kilometers from where they left a burnt-out vehicle on July 22nd. Police had searched the river near Gillam, Manitoba over the weekend after a damaged aluminum boat was discovered there Friday, but officers did not uncover any additional items linked to the suspects. Police didn't say what the new items found downriver were. 19-year-old Cam McLeod and 18-year-old Brian Shamelski have been charged with second-degree murder in the death of Leonard Dyack, a University of British Columbia professor whose body was found July 19th along a highway in BC. They are also suspects in the fatal shootings of Australian Lucas Fowler and China Deese of Charlotte, North Carolina, whose bodies were found July 15th along the Alaska Highway, about 500 kilometers from where Dyack was killed. A manhunt for the pair has spread across 3 provinces, and the suspects have not been seen since the burnt-out car was found on July 22nd. RCMP Corporal Julie Corchain said they still are investigating all possibilities, including the possibilities that the suspects might have drowned. She said there is no evidence to directly link the boat to the 2 suspects, but said the items that they found nearby are linked to them. 2 people have died after a small plane crashed on a mountainside near Mayo Lake in Yukon on Tuesday. The plane, operated by Alcan Air, was reported missing just after 12 p.m. local time on Tuesday after leaving Rakla en route to Mayo, a community of roughly 200 people about 320 kilometers north of Whitehorse. Rakla is an exploratory camp for possible gold mining. The camp's airstrip is about 150 kilometers northeast of Mayo, and the pilot and 1 passenger were on board, according to a statement from the airline. Their identities have not been released. A flyover located the plane at about 1:30 p.m., and now the airline is currently working with emergency response teams and local authorities to assess the site. The Transportation Safety Board says it will arrive in Mayo to begin its investigation into the incident on Thursday, according to spokesperson Alex Fournier. Fournier added the RCMP will assist TSB investigators on reaching the remote site.
I think we're all running very hard to try to keep pace with the capacity that new technology provides.
Public Safety Minister Ralph Goodale is urging internet giants to do more to combat the exploitation of children online, or else face potential legislation that could make them pay for its harmful effects. The Liberal government committed about $22 million over 3 years to the cause in this year's federal budget, and are detailing how $2.1 million will go towards working with digital industry leaders to get better at tackling the problem.
We need to keep working with the internet companies to get them to improve their technology so they're better able to recognize the material that needs to be removed, that they have the capacity to remove it instantly, and in our various meetings with them, they provide anecdotal evidence about how they're improving the time frames from a day to an hour to 2 minutes to 30 seconds. So the work is always going to be a work in progress. And governments, through the Five Eyes or the G7 or the United Nations or the other fora that deal with this, have to constantly reinforce the message with the companies that none of us are going to slacken our pace here.
Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz described the gunman who killed 22 people in El Paso as a bigoted, hateful lunatic. Cruz also said in a quote, "He's been to too damn many mass shootings." He's urged all politicians to ratchet down the rhetoric.
Saturday morning, El Paso and all of Texas and all of the country saw the face of evil. We saw a bigoted, hateful lunatic strike right at the heart of Texas. Well, I'll tell you, I have been to too damn many of these. The last 2 years, this is the 3rd mass shooting I've been to. I've been in the sanctuary in Sutherland Springs right after that shooting. I've been on the ground in Santa Fe right after that shooting. When we were kids, this was not a thing. This was not something we dealt with.
3 southern resident killer whales are missing and presumed dead as of July 1st, according to the U.S.-based Center for Whale Research. Researchers last spotted the adult whales off the coast of British Columbia last winter in poor, deteriorating health, and they have been missing from their family pods this summer. Usually the summer location for the whale pods is off the southern end of the Vancouver Island and around the U.S. San Juan Islands. One of the whales, a 42-year-old J-pod matriarch called the J-17, is the mother of the whale J-35, who's known for carrying her dead calf for an unprecedented 17 days last year. With these new deaths, the southern resident killer whale population dropped to 73. The whales are listed as a species at risk in Canada and struggle to find enough food to the scarcity of suitable Chinook salmon prey.